Hello guys, here's Programming to Inspire and welcome to the fourth part of the Flappy Bird series. So now let's create two more classes. One will be called Bird and the other will be Game Obstacle. So let's put it in the Game Objects package. So open the Bird class. In this class, a bird will have some properties: public double x and y, and public int width, height, public sprite, and rendering sprite. We will have two sprites because in the future tutorial we will make these to rotate, and one will be always the one that we render and the other one will be the normal sprite. So now private double rot is equal to, this is gonna be rotation, private double gravity is equal to 0.5, and well, y, it stands for velocity y, is gonna be 0.0 for now. Constructor is gonna have few properties: double x and double y, and sprite. This dot x is equal to x, this dot y is equal to y, this dot rendering sprite is equal to sprite, and this dot sprite is equal to sprite. Width is equal to sprite dot width, and height is equal to sprite dot height. Update void update public void update y is plus equals velocity y, and velocity y plus equals gravity every update if keyboard pressed and not keyboard dot last keyboard pressed, velocity y is equal to -6. So when we press any key on the keyboard, we'll change our velocity y to -6, so the bird will go up, and with gravity it will have this smooth effect, so it will go like this, like in normal world. Now the render method, public void renderer dot render sprite, render sprite at x casted to integer and y casted to integer. Now for the obstacle class, we will need rand is equal to new random public int x width is equal to 50, whole height is equal to 100, and speed is equal to 2. Public int y up bottom and y down top is sprite up and down. Public obstacle int x, this dot x is equal to x. So this obstacle will have two pipes, one on the top and one on the bottom. It will the width of the sprite will be 50, and hole in between the sprites will be 1000 pixels, will be the height of it, and the pipes will move with the speed of 2 pixels per update. This y up bottom and y down top will be the pixel values for the top pipe and the bottom type. So now create a new method init and call it from the constructor public void init. It stands for initialization int y emit. So that value will be random where on the screen will the hole be, the middle of the hole. So rand dot next int, the bound will be Flappy Bird dot height minus 120 plus 60. So the pipes, so it's we will still have at least 60 pixels of pipe on the bottom or top. Y up bottom is equal to y mid minus whole height divided by 2, and y down top is equal to y mid plus whole height divided by 2. This value will be the bottom of the top pipe, and this value will be the top of the bottom pipe in pixels. Up is equal to new sprite with y up bottom and 0x ff00 ff00. This is gonna be a green color, and for down we will have width and Flappy Bird dot height minus y down top. This will create our sprites. How big they have to be? Public void update x minus equals speed 2 pixels per update. X, if x plus width is less than 0, x plus equals Flappy Bird dot width plus 50. If it goes off the screen on the left side, we will just move it to the right side, and then we will run the initialization method again, so it won't always, the hole won't be always on the same spot. Public void renderer dot render sprite up at x and y position casted to integer value, and the same for the down sprite. It's not y, but it is here it is 0 because it's the top, it starts from 0, and here it is y down top. Now let's go into the game class, and here we will also need our random object. So private random rand is equal to new random, and we'll have object of bird and obstacles. So public static bird, and public static list of obstacles obstacle. Now go to the constructor and call start init method that we haven't created yet, so let's create it. Private void start init bird is equal to new bird at position 50 100 and with sprite of bird, and obstacles is equal to new array list of obstacle and obstacles dot add new obstacle at Flappy Bird dot width, so it will be out of the screen. And let's create two more. One will be plus 183 and the second one will be 183 times 2. In the start initialization, we will also first let's create two more variables. Public static boolean game over is equal to false, and private int counter is equal to 0. And here we will reset those two. Counter is equal to 0 and game over is equal to false. So this method will be called on in the beginning, and every time we will reset our game, so restart. Now well, when the game is in the game over state, we don't want to update, so we will call return. But to reset, we will call check if the R on the keyboard is pressed, so R for restart. Keyboard dot key up key event dot wake underscore R start initialization. In the update method, call bird dot update and update all the obstacles. For int I is equal to 0, int I is less than obstacles dot size I plus plus obstacles dot get I dot update, and here we will call check collision and afterwards we will call counter plus plus. Here we will have a loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than obstacle dot size I plus plus. So we'll check if if bird touches any obstacle. So first we will check if bird is in the same area on the x-axis. So if bird dot x is plus bird dot width is more than obstacles dot get I dot x, and bird dot x is less than obstacles dot get y I plus dot x plus obstacle dot get I dot width. If bird, now on the y-axis, if bird dot y is less than obstacles dot get y I is more than or more than y up bottom, or bird dot y is bird dot y plus bird dot height is more than obstacles dot get I dot y down top. Game over is equal to true. And now we will also render all our objects. Bird dot render, and for int I is equal to 0, I is less than obstacles dot size I plus plus obstacles dot get I dot render. And now let's check if it works, and it doesn't. I found a mistake. Here it should be I instead of 0. So if we play now, R for restart, it doesn't work. That's great. And the second mistake was key should be under key.update should be under game.update. So if you run it now, it works. And R for restart. Now we have a working Flappy Bird. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.